Dear students, welcome to today's lesson, which is based on classification of musical instruments. At the end of this lesson, learners should be able to name some specific uses of musical instruments, identify and classify the various types of musical instruments, describe the various types of musical instruments, describe the characteristic features of a musical instrument. Musical instruments have been used since the primitive age. They were mainly designed to emulate natural sounds and used for rituals. It was also a mode of communication. Musical instruments are devices used to produce musical sounds. A musical instrument can be described as a device designed to enable a person to produce musical sounds. It is an instrument created or adapted to make musical sound. Now, let us see some different uses of musical instruments. To play melodies and tunes, to provide rhythmic or melodic support for accompaniment. Percussive instrument provides rhythmic support for the main artist. Solo presentation is a leading musical part. It is also used for solo presentation and in an ensemble. Musical instruments have been classified according to different systems. Musical instruments can be classified by the medium through which the sounds are created. As per Natya Shastra, musical instruments have been classified into 5 main categories. The 5 main categories of musical instruments are chordophones, termed as Tartavadya or string instruments, aerophones, termed as Sushiravadya or wind instruments, membranophones, termed as Avanadavadya or percussion instruments, idiophones, termed as Garnavadya or solid instruments. With the advancement of technology, a new category has been included known as electrophones. Chordophones are a family of instruments that use vibrating strings to produce sound. Plucked string instruments are played by plucking the strings, pulling and releasing the string in such a way as to give it an impulse that causes the string to vibrate. This can be done by a finger or plectrum. Bowed string instruments are played by a bow rubbing the strings. This causes vibration and emits as sound. Some examples of chordophones are the veena, tanpura, guitar, banjo, cello, violin, and piano. Aerophones are instruments that produce sound by vibrating air. The vibrating air is most often inside the instrument. Aerophones are also known as wind instruments. Examples of aerophones are Nadeshwaram, flute, and saxophone. Membranophones are instruments that use stretched skids as membranes. Most of these types of instruments are drums. The membranes are the ones that vibrate and produce sound when struck with bare hands, use of sticks or pallets. Examples of membranophones are djembe, tabla, drum set, ravan and mridangam. Ideophones are solid instruments where sounds are produced through the musical instrument itself by friction. Examples of ideophones are manjira, triangle, bells, and mosing. Electrophones are electrically amplified instruments. They can be actuated acoustic, amplified acoustic, or instruments which make sound mainly by way of electrically driven oscillators like keyboards. Examples of electrophone are pipe organ, acoustic guitar with pickup. Now, let us summarize the main points we have covered in this lesson. Musical instruments are devices used to produce musical sound. Uses of musical instruments are melodic, accompaniment, beat, and percussive and solo presentation. Chordophones are a family of instruments that use vibrating strings to produce sound. Aerophones are instruments that produce sound by vibrating air. Membranophones are instruments that use stretched skins as membranes. Ideophones are musical instruments that create sound primarily by the instrument as a whole by vibrating. Electrophone produced sound primarily by electrical means. So, students, here are some questions to test yourself. Enjoyed this lesson. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.